We need to talk. But first, let me explain what's going on here. So hopefully by now you know that there's a campaign going on throughout the lawn care community about Mow-Vember. That's Mow-Vember. And a lot of us have partnered with the actual Movember organization to just promote men's health. There's lots and lots of things that affect men. And most of the men that are affected by those things are in the same age range as those of us that belong to these lawn care groups or that are nerdy about our lawns. And so we as a community felt that it would be a good idea to just kind of use that as a target audience to promote such a good organization and a good cause and a good message, to just focus on you, focus on being healthy. As far as personal connections go, with these kinds of symptoms and these kinds of issues that men experience, I don't really have any experiences with these, but I do know someone who has had an experience with one of these things. And it's a good friend and coworker of mine, and he was nice enough to sit down with me for a few minutes and just talk about his experience and what he went through and just kind of open up to me about that. So I want to show you that interview now.
Hello, my name is Ben Hale. I'm 30 years old. I was diagnosed with testicular cancer on November 17th, 2016. I was actually in the shower one day, and when I was kind of handling my business, cleaning, I had noticed like a lump on one of my testicles. Immediately got a heart-sinking feeling and knew that I needed to call someone. I didn't really know who to call to handle with that area. Looked it up on Google, found out I needed to call in a urologist. I went in that same day, and after I visited with the PA, he sent me down to go get an ultrasound, and I got the results back the next day while I was driving into work at about 8 a.m. When the doctor called me and told me that I needed to come into the hospital immediately. So I went in. I called my wife, I called my dad on my way to the hospital. It was a pretty emotional phone call, you know, it was a pretty scary news to get. I got to the hospital, visited with the doctor. He kind of gave me some options on what the plan was. I scheduled a surgery for 5 days later. I had surgery on November 23rd of 2016, a right orchiectomy to remove my infected testicle. After that, I was given a 70% chance that the cancer did not spread to the lymph nodes in my abdomen. On my next visit, so this is in March of 2017, I went in to get my blood drawn. I was actually getting some testosterone levels checked and some other things after not feeling super great. Again, next day, get a call from the doctor. He said that my tumor markers were elevated and then I needed to go see an oncologist. I immediately called my family, told them what's going on, scheduled an appointment with the oncologist, went in and he prescribed me to 3 rounds of BEP chemo that would start the next week. Chemo was one of those things where, in fact, the whole experience is one of those things where I'm happy I went through it after the fact, but I wouldn't wish it upon anyone. It teaches you a lot about yourself, gives you a good perspective. Chemo itself was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. It was pretty miserable. When I sat in the chair and they hooked me up to IVs, it was like I was putting poison into my body to kind of kill the bad, but it also killed the good. I lost all my hair, I lost all my facial hair. I put on a lot of weight from the steroids. I got bad cankers. I got weird sores all over my body. It was pretty rough for those 9 weeks. And then after, it took me another about 6 months to recover fully. I did 3 cycles. I ended on June 6th, 2017, and I've been in remission for 2.5 years.
So what message do you have for men our age about personal health?
So testicular cancer is typically found in people 16 to 35 years of age. I was 27 when I first got diagnosed. My advice would be is check yourself. I know that's super cliche, but speaking from someone with experience, if something feels wrong, I definitely would go see someone sooner than later, especially when it comes to cancer. Cancer is very time sensitive, and the earlier you can diagnose it, the better the treatment is and the higher likelihood of survivability. I highly recommend watching your diet, making sure that you're treating your body well, and that it also helps with understanding kind of when something feels wrong or something doesn't feel right. It helps diagnose that because you can build like a solid base.
So I hope this message gets through. I hope that all the videos that you're seeing in your feed aren't getting annoying. We just want to make sure that the message gets across because it's important. All proceeds donated to the link in the description for our lawn care community campaign will go towards the Movember Foundation. There are also shirts available for purchase, and all of the proceeds for that will go towards the foundation as well. It's been really good for me to hear other people's stories and to just kind of understand better the issues that men face. So I was asked to make this video by Striperman, and if you're not following Striperman, you need to go follow Striperman. He has a YouTube channel and he's active on Instagram, and he's doing some really cool things with that Fiskars reel mower. So to keep this thing going, I want to call out 2 other individuals to do the thing. Grow the stash, share the message. And those 2 people are Mowstly Green, and the second person is Koven Carlson, and his YouTube channel will be in the description as well. So go ahead and check that out, and look forward to seeing the content from those gentlemen. That's gonna go ahead and really do it for this one. Again, I would just invite you to check the description, make a donation. If everyone that watched all of these videos that we're putting out donated even just $1, we'd have a pretty significant amount of money raised. So consider donating, and if anything, just educate yourself, be healthy, and it's all gonna be for the better. So hope that's helpful, hope the message is received. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.